Peter, what I also like about what I'm seeing with the Bucks franchise is that even though you are looking at it as a global franchise and a brand, you're also looking about the homegrown impact that they have. And a lot of your players are very vested and committed to the community. Jabari Parker with MPS, and even just the franchise alone with really trying to be a part of this community.
Yeah, I tell people like that the greatest thing that's happened in the last 3 years is a majority of our guys own homes in Milwaukee and are here the entire year. So that's a complete paradigm shift. You know, in an NBA city like Milwaukee, nobody ever owned a home. Like
Milwaukee County?
Milwaukee County.
Okay, all right.
Nobody ever owned a home.
Right.
Nobody
Oh,
ever trained
really?
here 12 months a year. And now we have a whole family, you know, of folks that are here all year long.
So, Peter, talk about that, because you came from the outside and then you planted roots here. And I'm sure a team would say, look, we'd like you to live here. This is what would be nice. But was this organic? It was the player saying, you know what? We're going to be a part of this community.
Well, I think part of it is the way it's positioned. So I always say there's not anybody who leaves here who doesn't want to come back to raise their family. There's nobody who transplants here who doesn't love it to go back. I mean, people have very, you know, Wisconsinites are like very pure in their love, you know, for the state. And Milwaukee, it's even hard, like this pride of ownership. And we had to expose our players to that, to understand and get into the community. And it's a great place for a NBA superstar to live because it's simple, it's easy, it's accessible.
Yes.
You know, people are so nice here. It's affordable.
But also seeing from the top down, you're making the investment, you're deciding to plant roots here, seeing your coaches do the same, then that just feeds down to the team.
Without a question. I mean, it's part of like the whole culture, part of it. So how do you have a winning organization? You have to set the example. How do you affect change? You've got to set the example in everything you do.
All right, so let me ask. I have one question. I just want to know, what is your idea of a successful NBA franchise?
So two things. One is you have to win an NBA championship on the court. And the other for us is that we have the simple goal of being the preeminent sports and entertainment company in the world. So, and how do we set the bar? Not competitive with others, but we want to be innovative. We want to redefine what entertainment means. We've got a long way to go. We open an arena next year, but those are our goals. Like, we want to affect change. We want to have a lot of fun, and we want to build something special.
And with just a few seconds left here, with those goals comes high expectations now too. So the bar, you're raising the bar, and at some point you're going to have to meet the bar. Talk about that you've got to meet these expectations pretty soon.
Well, we almost talked about it in the opposite sense. I think one of the challenges is I'm from the outside, much are some other people, so people are always hesitant to really have trust in the ability. So one of the things we want to do is set the bar, be transparent, and then overachieve like what the bar is. But, you know, Charles, like what we always say is like we are really motivated to do the right things for the right reasons. We will make lots of mistakes, because if you're not, something's wrong. But it's how we react to them and how do we go forward. And the end goal is to create something really special.
We're very fortunate and very happy to have you here today on 4-1 Forward. Thank you for sharing your story. We'll be right back.